So diabetes care has really evolved in the last decades, and we now count with many technology advances that can facilitate diabetes care and reduce the patient's burden. But therapy still remains insulin based, right? They depend on insulin to stay alive. And this is a 24-hour-a-day lifetime job for people who have type 1 diabetes. And some of patients still struggle during this journey, right? Not only they think about their own health many times, but they are concerned about their children and their children's risk of having type 1 diabetes and how they will be able to handle their disease if they have type 1 diabetes. As part of my research, I had the opportunity of meeting, for example, a husband and wife who both had type 1 diabetes. They had 3 children, all of them with type 1 diabetes. It was very interesting. They met at the Camp Needle Point that's sponsored by the ADA, and they end up marrying many years later, but that's where they met, and they would meet every year, during camp. So they bound on the things that were, common to them and the struggle that they have. But when I first met them, they told me this story about their kids and Camp Needle Point. But the question that they have for me was how close we are to find a cure for diabetes. That's what they wanted to know. And they said that they are not worried about themselves. They were on their 40s at that time, but they were worried about their kids. So they want to know, are we going to be able to find a cure for this disease? So I think that those things really motivate us and tell us that it's not easy. People are doing much better than they did in the past in terms of better glycemic control, more information, newer and faster and better insulins that we had in the past. But this is still, a lot of work, and it's burdensome for many people. And also, many patients don't have access to these resources that we are talking about and that are so amazing and have changed the way that we care for people. They don't have access to CGM. They don't have access to an insulin pump. So, yeah, ideally we have a lot of fantastic tools, but not everyone has access to them. So I think that those are still real struggles for people, and it would be amazing if we can remove these barriers and have techniques, methodologies, treatments that can actually put the disease at bay. That would be really fantastic for our patients.